test them to their limits, mentally and physically. And just overall, they're going to be a better corpsman when they leave here.
What up? I get that! Come
Jungle is just super hot, humid, gross, sweaty.
A lot of heavy lifting around everywhere you go, so make sure you're ready for that.
This is really difficult terrain, and you have to know how to deal with the jungle or it will bite you back.
You're learning different techniques like how to sustain yourself and how to sustain the patient as you battle the jungle, really.
You know, you might feel like, oh, no, this sucks, you know, I don't like this, but it still has a purpose. You know, just taking a step back and kind of realizing that kind of helps.
All right. You guys done there, you guys are gonna have to shoulder him, okay?
Ooh, it's good, it's real. It's tough.
Oh yeah, training is definitely hard. We've all done it, and we all kind of sat down and said, yeah, this is gonna be really, really hard. But it's there for a reason.
We're starting out with basic infantry skills that would correlate with medical skills. And then adding all that together through an exercise where we have mass casualties, prolonged field care, up to 72 hours at some points.
It really is go, 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 and it's stressful, and we are at that point testing them.
IED, front arm, taking top.
As corpsmen, we're going to go where the Marines go. Whether that's the jungle, the desert, we're going to be there with them. So just because we're not in the infantry or Marines, we still need to learn how to track. We still need to learn how to land nav because we might be that person that needs to do it.
They can look to you and know that you've been through this before and know that, you know, if I need you to get on the comms or get on the weapon or rappel, that you're going to be capable of doing that. And I don't have to do a hip pocket training, if you will, right here on the spot while we're under fire.
You really need to be careful about what moves you take, what you use, what you do. Every movement counts.
Straight legs, lean back into that seat too. Step down. Knock him out.
There's some really dangerous points where you can really get hurt, but at the same time, it was honestly worth it because it puts everything into perspective for me. Just getting a patient out of the jungle is extremely difficult.
It all plays back into, you know, your medical training at the end of the day.
Because everybody can regurgitate what's on a test. We want to see, can they take what we've taught them, apply it to the situation without prompting? That's the ultimate goal. We really took a step back and said that the jungle has to be the emphasis. Once we found that really adapting to our surrounding just the most that we possibly could, we really started to understand what jungle medicine actually is.
For the last 20 years, our focus has been primarily on desert warfare. So that's where everything has shifted over the last 2 decades. So now is the great time to start building up our foundation for that new set of corporate knowledge, to take everything in the history and incorporate that into our our modern medicine, our modern techniques and equipment, to kind of find that mesh between the two and see where that takes us in the next 20 years.
So with the future of the military and the future of medicine in general, we need to remember that it's not always going to be a desert. And even in countries that have deserts, there are also areas of subtropical rainforests.
So we can't just focus on 2 hours we're going to have a medevac. We may have to sit on that patient for a day or two, maybe 3. And so it's very vital, especially in an atmosphere like this and the terrain. You just never know when and where you can get something.
2 o'clock.